There's no way you are over here crying over that loser. That loser that did nothing for you. He didn't take you out. He didn't buy you flowers. He didn't even do the bare minimum. He was the bar below the bare minimum. I'm going to need you to pick your butt up. And while you're down there, pick up your standards. Because this started with you. If you don't have high standards in your life, you are going to attract low quality men and low quality relationships. You need to level up in every area, financially, mentally, physically. Give yourself the top of the top treatment. Prioritize yourself, because if you don't learn how to prioritize you and who you are and all that you are, how can you expect these low quality men to do that for you? You need to get it together and stop crying over losers. Any man coming into your life should add on to what already you have going on, not give you a heartbreak.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
Oh, Coeen. Let this gorilla use his above-average female translator to translate that message that you just gave out to the masses. What she meant to say is, don't cry over the Chads and Tyrones that you're always picking over the average guys. Don't cry when the guy who's over 6 feet tall, who looks like a model who's chiseled, takes you over to Pound Town and drills you through the mattress, then afterwards doesn't commit to you because guess what? There are 10 other women just like you lined up behind you waiting for a go on that roller coaster. Please, sister. At this point, for the amount of women that go for these guys, it might as well be a theme park named Chad Tyrone Land, guaranteeing all the fun rides that women go for because Mr. Average is just boring. And her advice to level up, get your finance on, do this, do that, she's basically telling women, oh, now that your mileage is up and your taco's cracked, go be a boss, babe. Yeah, that's gonna work. It's not like we have a sea of lonely cat ladies proving the opposite. Notice that at no point has any good advice been given out. Like, hey, how about you the nice guy, Mr. Average, the guy who doesn't go around running around with 50 different women. Nope, because women need an endorsement from other women. If other women don't want them, she doesn't want them. Moving on. For all of you gentlemen out there that have had struggles in the modern dating market and have looked for an edge in the dating jungles, well, I have an answer for you. That's why I'm excited to have the Wing Girl Method as the sponsor of today's video. Founded by renowned dating expert and fellow YouTuber, Marnie, your personal wing girl, whose channel has grown to over 1.3 million subscribers, as well as being featured on MTV, Dr. Drew, Ask Men, and Penthouse. Her goal is to help improve the dating lives of men. But let's be honest, some guys just need to improve their flirting, and that's where Marnie comes in. She has helped thousands of men transform their dating lives with her science-backed flirting method, the F formula, which has been used by tens of thousands of men worldwide. This proven system helps you attract the women that you want and build your confidence. This isn't for guys who are content with being alone forever. This is for those ready to break free from their flirting failures and finally date the women they deserve. If you're not taking action now, you're just setting yourself up to be left behind while others grab the opportunities you're not going after. Even if you think a girl is out of your league or not interested, this step-by-step formula can change that. It shows you exactly how to make any woman eager to escalate with you, date you, sleep with you, and be with you. No need to look like a model or have millions in your bank account. With the F formula, those things aren't necessary. Apply this method, and you'll start seeing results almost immediately. Why trust Marnie's F formula? Over 100,000 men have already experienced life-changing results. This is your chance to date like the top 10% of men. And because the Wing Girl Method is sponsoring today's video, they are offering my viewers an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description of this video or the pinned comment and get an exclusive preview of the F formula completely free. Plus, if you decide to pick up the full program, you'll get 20% off as an added bonus. If you're single and not having the success you want with women, you need to check this out. Click the link below and get access now.
This is Everything I Want You to Do 2025 Relationship Edition. Stop wasting your time on coffee dates. If somebody's taking you out for coffee dates, the answer is no, I only do dinner dates. And no, by dinner dates, I don't mean Chipotle. Come on. I want you to have very high standards. Mediocre is not going to cut it. The way you see yourself is how others start to see you. So I don't care. Make a new persona and start living it. Every time you sit in your 2012 car, I want you to imagine that it's a Rolls Royce. I want you to imagine that the engine light is not on. And that is how I want you to carry yourself in the world. Number 2, get selfish. If you have plans in place for doing something, you are not going to cancel your plans for anyone. You are not going to be that person that people can push her on because she'll change it, she'll do it. You will no longer do anything for the greater good. Your focus is only you. If you happen to be a toddler mom like me, what you're going to start doing is giving your partner some work to do. If he's going out on boys' night, you need to plan a girls' night. If he is going to the gym to play basketball, you're going to go get your nails done. You will no longer move your plans for anyone else. Your needs are just as important. Moving on to your friends, I need you to really figure it out. Who are your friends? Who are the people in your corner? And who are the snakes? We're not bringing any snakes into 2025, guys. We're leaving them behind in the past year. 8 more days left. Get your shit together. Okay, bye.
Ho, ho, ho! Fiction can be fun.
Don't settle for coffee dates, only dinner dates, and we're not talking Chipotle. All right, honey, how about a hot dog at a corner store? Because seriously, your demands are higher than what you actually offer. How do I know this? Because of that key line that you said at the beginning there, sweetheart. The way you see yourself is how others see you. Really? So let me get this straight. A guy who lives in his mom's basement, is unemployed, and probably drinks, smokes, and his career is playing scratch-off lotto games hoping to get that $1 million. He sees himself as a future potential millionaire. So that's how you're going to see him, right? Sure. Solid logic there, sweetheart. And the precious thing is that she tries to rephrase single mom by toddler mom. Sweetheart, you're a single mom, all right? And somehow, some way, you being a single mom makes you more valuable to men? Gives you the right and the leverage to give men more jobs? Okay, so let me get this straight. You gave it up to Chad, so now the next Tyrone that comes up has got to take up more responsibilities than Chad because Chad isn't around anymore. Like the late, great Kevin Samuels used to say, you can't make this ish up. Oh, and how this queen also closes it out. Who are your friends? Translation. Don't have friends that actually tell you the truth. Make sure you surround yourself with echo chambers telling you, oh yes, you're awesome, you're wonderful. OMG, queen, you deserve the world. You know, this isn't a story you haven't seen before. A young single mom who dates high-value guys, used to the rich lifestyle. Fast forward 15 years, she's living off of welfare, Section 8, more than likely in a trailer park, getting drunk and remembering the good old days when her S&B was higher and she could live the caviar lifestyle. Now she's just putting up the tuna fish, sharing it with her cats. Moving on.
I really think the people that have the most success in dating are the people who don't settle. And when I say don't settle, I mean they don't steer away from their non-negotiables. Like once they meet someone and that person presents to them whatever it is, and it doesn't match up with their non-negotiables, they leave them right where they are. Don't be like me, spending 2 years in a off and on again situationship that led me nowhere, okay? When that man told me 2 years ago that he did not want anything serious, he was not looking for a relationship, I should have said, okay, nice meeting you, brother. Wish you the best. But no, I essentially settled. I liked this guy and I was like, you know what? Instead of sticking to my non-negotiables, which was number one, I want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a situationship. I let that slide and then I just wasted time. 2 years with a guy that led me to nothing. When that 2 years, I could have been dating other people and essentially been in the relationship with the person that I really wanted to be with. So don't settle. Don't steer away from your non-negotiables. Write them down and keep referring back to them every time you meet somebody new.
All right, I have a very simple question to most of you women out there. And this is actually more rhetorical than anything else. This girl is just going to say it. Why is it that you queens always say, don't settle after you give it up to a Chad or a Tyrone? I mean, this is a textbook example of a woman who went with a guy that didn't want to be in a relationship. What type of guy can say that? The type of guy that gets a bunch of women. The type of guy who's got options. The type of guy who's high value enough in his own way. And she decided, well, you know what? I'm just going to ignore all these average guys that probably will give me a relationship because I want to be with this guy because maybe he's over 6 feet tall. Maybe he's chiseled like a rock. Maybe he's got the number 6 where it counts, either in the salary or in the meat package, or hell, even in 6 acres of land. He's just got a 6 somewhere. And the guy told her up front, hey, I don't want a relationship. You know, this is just going to be a situationship. And she's like, oh, well, you know, I settled. No, you didn't settle, honey. You chose. There's a difference there. You decided, I want to be with this man. I don't want a guy who's corny and lame. This guy's exciting. Fast forward 2 years and you're like, I regret my decision. I'm going to stick to my non-negotiables now. So the next beta blue pill simp that comes around, he's going to have to meet my standard. And at no point did this queen actually realize, hey, you know what? Your value just went down. You're a little bit older. You may have a child. You may not. Who knows? That tackle has been cracked several times. And you may be a bit more combative because of your past experiences, aka baggage. That's all right, Colleen. Don't settle. You're gonna get your Prince Charming. I mean, the king of the simps is still royalty, right? Moving on.
Yeah, the 50-50 thing for me was pretty much where I kind of checked out because, like I said, I am the breadwinner. I've always been the breadwinner in my relationships. It's not an issue of, going 50-50. It's more that it just shows your general uninterest for, providing, looking after a woman. And yeah, I just didn't get a good vibe from it. So here's the text message. Hopefully I can figure out how to put it up, and I'm reading it on the phone as well. So yeah, he wants a 50-50 relationship, and he's had enough of being a fixer. So that to me was just a red flag. It's like, I feel like that was a cop out for something else, I don't think you've ever been a fixer. I just think that, you probably haven't given a woman what she probably needed. Also, I don't know if this is just a red flag for me, but like asking if a relationship ended badly means that a lot of yours probably ended badly. I don't know if that's just a thing for me, but like none of my relationships have ended badly. So I don't know if you'll see some of my content like below, but my ex still lived with me for a long time. We were really good friends. And we share custody of our dogs. So yeah, it was just kind of a little bit of a red flag, like what has happened in your relationships that they've all gone badly. And then also asking if you're funny. Like, doesn't everybody think that they're the funniest person on earth? Like, it's kind of subjective. I don't know. I just found that a really weird question too.
Okay, this video is definitely more for my younger viewers out there. So you young gentlemen out there that are trying to learn from the more experienced men out there, let me explain the key things she's talking about here in this entire spiel of a video. She says 50-50 relationships don't work. This gorilla is going to agree with that for different reasons, not the reasons that she stated. Let me point this out to the men who haven't spent years living with a woman. Women who say they want everything 50-50, they don't really want it 50-50. They want it 50-50 when it's convenient to them, when they get a choice in something that's going to benefit them. But if it's not going to benefit them, if it's a hassle, if it's something that they have to pay into, they don't want 50-50. That's when they demand a real man. In other words, they want you to be traditional. They want you to pay for everything. Remember the old saying, her money is her money. Your money is our money. And women actually live by this rule. She said that she's the breadwinner and 50-50 always falls apart. Why is that? Why is it that when the man's the breadwinner and he'll pay the majority, it doesn't fall apart? But if a woman is the breadwinner, it falls apart? Well, I'll explain it to all of you. It's because if a woman is the breadwinner, no matter what you do, in her mind, you are lesser than. She will look down on you because in her brain, oh, I believe in this girl boss stuff, but I still want him to pay for everything. Oh, I make more than him. If he doesn't build himself up to make as much as I do or make more, I'm losing respect for him. It's a reality. And this is separate from boy toys. I'm not talking about a 6-foot ripped Chad Tyrone who comes in and takes her to Pound Town for 6 months to 2 to 3 years and then she moves on. I'm talking about you wanting to be with her for the long haul. No. Female nature cannot be undone by 50 years of social constructs. Womanism has lied to these women. They bought into it, but have also used it as a salad bar, taking the bits and pieces that they like, leaving the rest. This is why I always advise you to test women early. Take them on coffee dates. Walk in the park. Don't spend any money on a woman who hasn't earned it. Early vetting will save you a big headache down the road. I mean, think about it, fam. It only costs $50 to get married, but down the road, it costs you $50,000 to get divorced. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.